Hi, I'm Fran Drescher, your SAG-AFTRA National President, and it's my absolute honor to introduce the 2023 American Scene Awards. This is such a privilege. The American Scene Awards celebrates projects that exemplify a commitment to the employment of our diverse union membership, resulting in the realistic portrayal of the American scene. Authentic, diverse representation in entertainment, broadcasting, and music is absolutely vital. All of us need to amplify programming that showcases the full and beautiful reality of the human experience, which is why SAG-AFTRA has chosen to recognize these exceptional projects. I hope you'll share in my enthusiasm because we have an absolutely stellar lineup of honorees this year. Now let's see who they are.
Welcome to the 2023 American Scene Awards. Now your hosts and fellow SAG-AFTRA members, Margaret Cho and Peppermint.
Hey! Margaret Cho here.
And Peppermint over here.
Welcome to a show all about diversity, hosted by two people who are not diverse in any way.
No, we're just acting like we are diverse because, that's what we are in this union. Actors.
And I think we're doing a damn fine job. But not as fine as the people we are honoring today.
Today is a celebration of inclusion.
Every other year, our guild recognizes those union productions that most intelligently and progressively employ the talents of people representing many previously excluded or overlooked groups, some of which we, and I mean the both of us, not just me, are members of.
You can guess which ones.
But that's not important. We're here to celebrate the inclusion of all these people who we rarely used to see on film or TV. Since we started these honors, we've watched these groups grow from subplots to subjects of the story. And tonight, we reward the people who have made that happen. We thank them for helping to foster a more realistic portrayal of the America we all live in.
They've been judged, darling, haven't we all, using 3 specific criteria. First, authenticity.
How does this project authentically reflect the American scene? And how does this project authentically employ those who make up the American scene?
Second, excellence. We want to shine a spotlight on this project and its creators as an example of excellence in storytelling and production so that other producers will be emboldened to make increasingly inclusive content.
Third, impact. How do these projects substantially impact the media industry, the affected communities, as well as society at large?
Those are the 3 key words: authenticity, excellence, and impact. Now, these are not 3 characters in a big hit animated movie. These are real qualities that this year's authentic and excellent impactful productions embody.
Our first category is for news and broadcast. The award is named in honor of Belva Davis, the first female African-American newscaster on the West Coast.
This year's recipient will join a distinguished list of winners, including NPR, Detroit Public Television, and 2020 for their coverage of the Breonna Taylor story and the Arab American experience, among other topics.
And the finalists include CBS New York's Breaking the Stigma
and KCRW's The Blacker the Cherry, the abolitionist history of the Black Republican cherry.
And the recipient of the 2023 Belva Davis Award for News and Broadcast is KCET's Lost LA, From Little Tokyo to Crenshaw.
It's a great honor to accept this award on behalf of the entire Lost LA team. This episode tells the story about how Japanese Americans returning from the injustices of World War II built a new home for themselves in Southwest Los Angeles in the Crenshaw district. It's one of those stories about how LA's incredible diversity manifests itself in surprising ways. Special thanks go out to all of our production partners, everyone at the USC Libraries and KCET, our friends at the Japanese American National Museum, all the guest experts who shared their personal stories, and our funders at the California State Library. And of course, thank you, SAG-AFTRA.
Black and Japanese Americans coexisted in Crenshaw, and they helped each other, joining forces to challenge racial covenants designed to keep non-whites out of many neighborhoods.
They recognized that what happened to Japanese Americans could happen to them too.
But it was about doing good and trying to make a change in our community, human worth over monetary gain.
It was a special time preserved in the archives and in the hearts and minds of those who lived here and still remember.
Yes! When I heard the title Lost LA from Little Tokyo to Crenshaw, I thought it was about somebody on the Los Angeles subway. They changed the colors to letters, and now everybody is just wandering around, which is not that unusual in LA.
Story of my life. Okay, moving on to entertainment. Producers have known for a long time that if you want to get a message across, a little song, a little dance, a big laugh, they can all plant the seed that leads to change.
For centuries, Aristophanes wrote the first anti-war play. It was called Lysistrata, and it was a comedy, like MASH, and it's still being performed today.
Past winners have included This Is Us, Judas and the Black Messiah, and Transparent, all of which were about families dealing with change and acceptance.
This year, the finalists include
Apple TV's Little America and FX's Reservation Dogs.
And the recipient of the American Scene Award for Entertainment is ABC's Abbott Elementary.
Hi, I am Quinta Brunson. I am the creator, one of the EPs, and one of the cast members of Abbott Elementary. Thank you so much for this honor. SAG is very important to everyone here on Abbott. We have 2 members who are a part of SAG-AFTRA's committee. Diverse storytelling comes easy to me. I just like to tell stories that are natural to the communities they're about. With Abbott, we're talking about a school in West Philadelphia, and it makes it just easy to fill our world with people who come from different economic backgrounds, different racial backgrounds, different identities. It's just an easy thing to do. And I think that more projects should try to naturally incorporate environments where diversity isn't a task, but a necessity for the storytelling. So I just want to say thank you. It feels good to be honored in this way. On behalf of the cast, crew, and everyone at Abbott Elementary, we thank you so much.
How could cigarettes not be banned?
Yeah, somebody really missed the mark on that one.
I know my Fed is going off today, but don't look at me. I blame Janine. What are y'all even doing down there at the district? Shuffling papers, doing a Juby slide? The children are smoking.
What's a Juby slide?
Well, it's when you put one foot down and you kind of move in the opposite direction.
I do not want to live in a world where white people explain dance moves to me.
I just don't get it. I thought we beat cigarettes with the Truth campaign. It's just so retro.
Well, maybe they're getting cool again. I mean, clogs are back. Anything's possible.
Yes, but there are some cool clogs.
I just can't believe that children are smoking ragweed.
I know. Don't they know that smoking kills?
Jacob, you literally vape.
Okay, that's different.
Yes, and that it's worse because you can vape anywhere.
You vape all through Saltburn.
You're inhaling thousands of toxins. Yuck.
Yeah, well, Janine smokes weed every day.
No. Damn, Afro Man.
Yes! Okay, Peppermint and I need to be on the show.
I mean, come on.
We need to be on the show.
I mean, come on.
We are obviously teachers.
I mean, come
Have
on.
us on. We'll talk. We'll talk.
Our final award is for music and sound recordings.
Past honorees have been in every genre, from Hamilton to Little Nas X.
And Mickey Guyton, who is somewhere in between.
The finalists this year include
Atlantic Records' Skate music video by Silk Sonic, Bruno Mars, and Anderson .Paak.
And RCA Records' Never Gonna Not Dance Again and Trustfall music videos by Pink.
The recipient of the American Scene Award for music and sound recordings is Love My Hair by Mickey Guyton, featuring Brittany Spencer and Madeline Edwards, as broadcast at the 2021 CMA Awards.
Hey, I'm Mickey Guyton, and I am so honored to be the recipient of the American Scene Award for music and sound recording for my performance of Love My Hair, featuring Brittany Spencer and Madeline Edwards at the CMA Awards. And what is so crazy is I found out that I am the first artist to receive this award twice. Once with my song Black Like Me, and now with my song Love My Hair. I am just so blown away by this, and it means so much to me to be a part of something that is so diverse and authentic. And what I've realized is that if you really want to see change in whatever industry that you're in, it must start with yourself first. Again, thank you guys so much. I honor this. I am completely blown away, and I'm just so grateful. Thank you so much, SAG-AFTRA.
I'd grade it all just to have the curls up there. I found my freedom when I learned not to care. Now I'm not scared to love who I am. I love my hair.
All right.
Wasn't that fun?
Yes.
And you didn't have to dress up and face the red carpet and air kiss everybody. You could just sit on the couch with your hand in the dip.
Speak for yourself, honey. I got this face beat within an inch of my life. But it was worth it because this show is not just an award show about the work, it's also about the influence of the work.
By giving these awards, the union is helping to inspire filmmakers and maybe even some media barons to consider the impact their messages have on the world and to strive to make those messages more inclusive, equitable, and diverse.
And there was dip.
Thanks for joining us. And by us, we mean us. See you next time.